Hey NoCo, and welcome back to the first episode of NoCo Now of the semester. I'm Adam, and I'm here with
Brandon.
And I'm Gabrielle.
And man, I'm just excited to be back. You know, I've had a full summer, but I just love NoCo Now. It's been so much fun to work for the show, and I just love sharing what's going on. How about you guys?
I'm excited, happy to be here. How about you?
Yeah, I'm super happy to be here. New to the show, super great though.
Well, we're out here. We're not behind some apartments. We're out in the deep wilderness, and we're just doing a little test here, you know, to see what's better when you're going out camping. You know, do you want to go for the freeze-dried food route, or do you want to bring your own stuff and kind of build it yourself? But before we get to that, Gabby, what do we have coming up?
Well, today I'm going to be showing you a house in Fort Collins that has over 27 animals, farm animals and pets. She rehomes, fosters, and rescues lots of animals, so it should be cool.
Let's get into it.
With Tiffany Jensen Brown's property being home to 27 animals, she is never short of excitement.
And, you know, people are like, hey, your mom's here with about 100 dogs in her car when I go pick up the kids. But that's just how I roll, and I like it. I can't imagine not having it. So, I don't know, I guess I like the chaos of it.
And Tiffany always welcomes anyone and everyone to her home to meet all of her animals. In fact, she has a passion for hosting people. From birthday parties to graduation celebrations, she does it all.
Because we've got like the trampoline and swings, we've got the pool if they want to do the pool. We have kind of a fun venue for them to come. But we've had kids come and do senior photos. We've had people say, hey, my girlfriend is like obsessed with calves. Can we come and do like a birthday party for her? She's 22. I'm like, absolutely. So I think it's really for anyone. My biggest thing is that I think animals in general bring joy, and that's kind of what we want to do. So whether it's for a birthday party or an engagement party, you want to do your senior pictures, you know, we're kind of open for all of that.
While Tiffany owns many furry and feathery friends of her own, she doesn't just stop there. She also has a heart for fostering, breeding, and rehoming other animals.
And the fire recently, my daughter and I helped rescue, well, we had our own 3, our trainers 3, and then we took 15 other horses off of a mountain and brought them down. I took in 2 more bottle calves, 2 more goats. I think we took upwards of 9 or 12 dogs that day. Took some out to the Budweiser event, some to the place that we board our horses at, and then fed and took care of them for a week to 2 weeks. Have Anna and Elsa, our goats, and their 3 kittens, 7 or 8 chickens now, and then 1 rooster, 1 duck Hazel, the lone survivor from my coyote slaughter, 6 dogs. Micro calves are in the front. Scottish Highlands, like everyone knows Scottish Highlands are minis. Micros have only been around about 5 or 6 years, and my bull's dad was the very first micro ever introduced in the United States. His name is Ono, so you can Google that. It's O-H-N-O. Because all the Texas guys with the Holsteins and everything else were like, oh no, nobody wants a tiny cow. Like nobody wants a bougie yard pet. And ironically, everyone does. There's a wait list for these guys. Outside of, I think, just life in general with animals, I think everybody should have one. I just think that there's so much stress and chaos in our world today that, you know, they're the one thing that you can count on. Like, you can have the crappiest day, the whatever. Their love doesn't fluctuate for you, whether you're in a mood or not. You know, you go out, and they also get you up and out of bed those days that you don't want to get up when you're feeling cruddy. I don't know, I just have an affinity for animals, and I think that they give you so much more than you can give them. And so I think my whole life I'm probably going to have a lot. Mine's growing back in really well.
All right, well, welcome back. So we got this all lit up. We got some water boiling on the stove, and we're gonna try this Backpacker's Pantry I got from REI a little bit earlier. We got a good flavor going on here. Peanut butter and banana oatmeal. Gotta love that, honestly.
Yeah, so we're getting the water boiling. We have a little bit of prep to do. Just take out like the freeze-dried packet and then add the peanut butter. But like all you have to do, boil the water, add it, give it a mix, and you're good to go with this one. So simplicity is up there. So that's the peanut butter. And there's our moisture packet.
right, we've let this sit for 5 minutes. Now it's time to taste it. We're gonna put it in a bowl, but you can also just eat it out of the bag if you want.
Cool, so let's just get it in there. Definitely looks like oatmeal. I gotta say, oatmeal is one of those ones where I feel like you can do just fine without buying the kits, but we'll see, we'll see.
Real hard to get it wrong, to be honest.
Giving it a good chance.
That looks just right.
That looks like
Pretty good to me.
looks like oatmeal to me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Flavor's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's oatmeal, and like, you can't deny that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flavors are really good.
It's pretty peanut buttery,
That was heavy on the peanut butter. If you're not a peanut butter fan,
which is probably where
Heavy
the
on the
protein comes
banana.
from.
definitely.
The banana is pretty present too, so
Yeah.
it's kind of nice. It's got a good complexity of flavor there. But for $11,
Kind of expensive, I won't lie.
that's steep for one meal. But
What if we tried something else? What if we tried making this ourselves? We got some stuff right here. And let's see if we can't make something a little bit better.
before then, Brandon, what's next?
Oh, well, we got some good hiking going on. Gonna hike all the way up to that big A, and you know what that A stands for? Aggies. Let's get it. Hello everybody, I'm Brandon Lennon. Right here at this big A, and you know what A stands for? No, I'm just kidding. It stands for Aggies, and it's Aggie Week out here. So we're gonna be climbing up that, because we're real big ballers. Let's get that. All the way from here, hard to see with these lenses. There's little old Colorado State University. So, even after bringing all those rocks up here to put them in that big A shape, there's even more that had to be done. So a lot, nearly 100 gallons or more of white paint was also brought up here to absolutely drench the A in white. Now, again, think about those calves. Those calves on those people, absolutely crazy. I don't have that kind of calves. Look at that, that's like tiny calves. That's why, if it was me, I would have went with the 2024 Ram 1500 4x4 of deployable bed step and a 33-gallon fuel tank for all my hauling needs. But I don't have that, so let's see how I can do. This is my stone. Let's see how far I can go. That's too far, I'm already done. It's already too much. So, as we continue our hike, let's talk about some fun facts. The landowner, R.G. Maxwell, gave the college a 99-year lease for $1. That $1 in 1923 is worth approximately $18.39 today. That's about one large Mountain Dew Baja Blast, one soft taco, and 3 beefy 5-layer burritos from Taco Bell. Talk about a steal. But I digress about Taco Bell's amazing savings. And hey, would you look at that? We're almost at the top. Let's see how our young hikers are doing. Another little fun fact about the A's paint is that it's actually repainted every single year by oncoming freshmen. Now, I don't think they take the same path because I don't think they have calves like Henry Cavill or those students way back when this was initially created. But they still take a nice little trip up here and repaint the A for all of our glory. Shout out the Aggies. Hashtag Aggies, hashtag Colorado, hashtag Colorado State, hashtag is hot. Well, in about an hour and some change, a couple switchbacks, we get this beautiful view of Horsetooth Reservoir. We walk a little bit further, we'll get some nice stepping stones. That's how we know we're right about there, and well, bam, here we are. What the A looks like up close. Just kind of looks like a lot of white rocks. This is probably more white than when white people clap when the plane lands. We got this gorgeous view. CSU's just right over there, just beyond my zoom. Absolutely beautiful. So it looks like we made it. My lips are very dry. I keep like smacking my lips because there's not a lot of water. So you should be bringing a lot of water for this hike. You should be using a lot of sunscreen or long sleeve protection because the UV is very high, especially right now. We got some crazy going over there on that lake. Look at that. Guys wakeboarding or something like that. That's bonkers. That guy down there, he's motorcycling. Goddamn. Well, I think that's the end of the episode. Thank y'all so much for coming on this hike with me. Can't wait to see y'all next time. Have a great day.
And we're back. Brandon, thanks for taking us on that little hike.
Oh, of course. Gladly, gladly.
It seemed pretty cool. But I think it's time we put our water boiled just now, turned off the heat. Let's put it in there. Let's see what we get.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with 2 apple cinnamon from Kroger. This entire pack was about $3. Comes with 10 pouches. So that's a very little price for each one of these. I'm gonna put 2 of them in here so we have a good, healthy, keeping serving. Next, we're gonna get a nice glob, some Skippy Natural. I go for the super chunk because there's a lot more pieces of big old peanuts, and that's gonna give us a little more protein for our little meal. We're gonna get some good pieces.
You know, Brandon, personally, I wouldn't have done what Chiquita did.
I wouldn't have done that either, to be honest with you. Not the biggest fan of Chiquita for that, but gosh, they do have some cheap bananas.
And they're cheap for a reason.
They're very cheap for a
Look
reason.
up the Banana Republic.
Exactly. Look up labor practices that Chiquita has their workers under. All right. Pour that in here. Yeah, you done for a good mashing?
Yeah, give it a mash.
Yo,
Mash that thing.
Mash that thing right real quick. Hold on.
And then we'll let it sit for another minute. And then we'll dig in. All right, well, we're back with our own. Looks pretty good.
How about you show them real quick?
Yeah. Got our big bowl. Looks about the same.
Smells the same as well.
Oh, definitely.
So, I mean, let's just dig in again, see what we got.
I'll get a good heaping piece of banana right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers. It's a little more banana-y, but basically the same. Basically the same. It's good though. You know, I don't mind it.
Yeah, I love the big pieces of banana. I love like banana.
And you know, little fault of our own. It's the apples and cinnamon, so we got a little apple, and it's a little more cinnamony than the other one.
Yeah, it definitely is. Can't lie, I do love a good apple though.
Well, stay tuned to see what our final decision is on whether it's worth it to make your own or just, you know, buy the pre-made. But before then, I'm off to get a little facial hair.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sounds nice.
See you in a minute. We know how bees make honey and pollinate, but how do they congregate? I went and got an up-close and very personal look into the process, as well as what a day of beekeeping looks like.
Well, typical days usually come in early morning is when it's still cool, and get everything you need for the day, your smokers, your equipment, and then just drive out to the yards, up into the canyon or out into the fields, and light your smokers and start going through your beehives and making sure they're healthy. Easy challenges. Well, you got to stay on top of your hives, you know, like with the maintenance, make sure they don't outgrow their space and end up swarming on you. And you got to make sure you have good queens in there and that are laying well and producing lots of bees. And you got to make sure you have a really good forage for your bees too. Beekeeping is amazing. It's like the direction of sunbeams. You want to give her a name?
Ollie, do you have a name?
Beatrice?
Beatrice.
Beatrice. There we go. The basic theory about it is, you know, bees will swarm to propagate the species, so when the queen will leave the hive and take half the hive with her to form another hive somewhere else. So we just take that swarm and that queen and we hang the queen on you wherever you want the swarm to cluster, and then just let the bees do their natural thing and just swarm. You're going to swarm them on your hand or on a tree branch or wherever you want them. Stick your face up in there. Here. And then we can gently scoop some bees. You know, our idea is just to have them find the queen.
What advice do you have for me going into a bee beard? You know, on Monday I was super stoked about it. Last night I was nervous. This morning I was nervous, and now I think I'm coming back to it. But what do you think I should consider going into it? How do I end with the best result possible?
That's a good question. Just stay calm. I mean, understand that if you get stung, it's not permanent damage done, so, and it won't last long. It's really easy to get the bees off when you're done, so all you have to do is jump really hard and then knock them all off.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
There's like one on my neck. So, yeah, me too, Wally. It's tickling me. You can see that, Adam.
His beef is up.
We just need to get a couple. Get as many young ones as I could. This one, she just emerged. Good timing too, and stop traffic. Yeah, so I'm waiting and waiting. See that, guys? Make sure we clean her hair. Woo! Good, good. All right, just kind of.
That was way more calming and peaceful than I thought it would be. I think I was smiling the whole time.
Yeah, went for a little walk with them too.
How does that feel, Adam?
It feels great.
Yeah?
Honestly, that was incredible. I was very worried. I had no need to. I had no need to be worried. That's a really special experience. It's so odd and so cool. Yeah. I don't know.
Thousands of stinging insects on you.
I know. I just had to play chill.
Yeah.
I did exactly what I came here to do.
Awesome, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. I think Guys, I gotta say, I don't think I've done something scarier for CTE. That was definitely like a top. I was shivering in my timbers. The night before I was losing sleep. The morning of I was stressed. When it was time, locked in, felt great, and boy oh boy, was that fun. I only got some stings on my legs from the whole experience. What a time. But back to what really matters here. Oatmeal. I gotta say, the freeze-dried meal is, oatmeal's a little more of an interesting one because it's a little less complex. It's pretty easy to do. You just need to boil water for both. But price-wise, $11 versus $2, that's an insane difference for some oatmeal.
Definitely, definitely. I think also when it comes down to like how long you want to have, see if you're just coming back from a big long hike and you just want to add some hot water to a meal and eat that up versus like you were saying some car camping, I think that'd be nice to go that extra mile, bring some real bananas, really get that down and have a nice like meal you made.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and in terms of taste, they're about the same. I would say they're equally as good. This one has some apples and some cinnamon in it, so adds a nice extra flavor in that one. So yeah, I think they're equally good.
I think they're about equal on everything. Even nutritionally, they have about the same amount of sugar, protein. It's just about the same. So in the world of oatmeal, skip the freeze-dried meal. In other instances, especially if you're backpacking, sometimes it's nice to have just a little one, nice freeze-dried meal to get through, after a long day. But I gotta say, no point in getting the oatmeal. But hey, that's our first episode of NoCo Now, and I gotta say, what a good time it's been.
Truly,
It's
truly.
been awesome.
Yeah. And with that all being said, we'll see you all next month. Stay tuned for more NoCo Now.
Bye.
Bye.